That 2024 national championship Ohio State team is defined by guys striving for a championship, turning down the NFL. It was such a veteran-laden team, and probably its best player was a freshman receiver.
Smith, he's got it! Jeremiah Smith!
Winning national championship, that's something I dreamed up as a kid. That's definitely at the top of my list for sure. The reason who I am today is because I've just been the hardest worker every team that I've been on. My dad always reminded me when I was younger, like, remember that feeling of you being cut and don't ever forget it. I'm from Miami Gardens. Age of 7, I ended up getting cut from my youth football team. Worst day of my life, I should say.
A lot of people would say that failure is the best teacher. When you go through adversity, when you struggle, if you're able to work through those things, it can make you stronger, which is a great example at a young age what happened to Jeremiah.
The thing I used to do is called running hills down in Vista View. I'm doing something regular 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds now doing, running hills at a very young age. Go out each and every day and just work out, just get better at my craft, and come back next year and meet the team, and that's what happened. We had a Heisman Award I won at 8 years old. Won a best receiver at 9 years old. 11 through 13, won 3 Super Bowls. My team, Miami Gardens Ravens, was the #1 team in the country all 3 years that I was there. Why Ohio State? I wanted to be a first-round receiver, so that's why I came here, and I just want to be developed and go get the best each and every day.
Here come the second-ranked Buckeyes in their 135th season.
First game, opponent was Akron. Screen pass in for me.
The highly touted freshman drops his first one.
Ball hit my hands, tried to get upfield too fast, drop. Next play.
And now we got whistles.
Full start. Offense number 4 was never set in the formation. 5-yard penalty.
There's 2 bad plays in less than probably a minute and a half. But I know I didn't blink. Nobody blinked.
Smith got it. Touchdown. Strike to Jeremiah Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Kobe Bryant was a different personality, but I see some of the same traits in Jeremiah.
Jeremiah Smith goes up one-handed.
He is determined to be the best in the world at what he does. The great ones, the special ones, they're always just a little bit insecure, They always are trying to prove themselves on a day-to-day basis.
To Smith, oh my! Are you kidding me?
They're always thinking to themselves, maybe I'm not that good.
I think you could look at Jeremiah Smith and say, we appreciate the momentary greatness, but then we also appreciate longevity and legacy.
Jeremiah Smith down the sideline. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
When you think you might have a guy who offers both, you're getting in rare territory.
I had one great season, but I just got to continue to do good this year and go out every game and put on a show. The greatest receivers in Ohio State football history. 1, Chris Carter. 2, Marvin Harrison Jr. 3, I'm going to go Jax. 4, Ted Ginn Jr.
At Ohio State, when you think about receivers, from Chris Carter to Joey Galloway to Terry Glenn to David Boston, and then this modern era of Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson and Emeka Egbuka. To me, how could Ohio State ever have a better receiver than Jeremiah Smith?
One-handed grab for a score as he shoves the defender away from him.
This kid is as impressive as any in their Hall of Fame line of wide receivers.
There's not a box he doesn't check. So he is sort of the best of all these great Ohio State receivers that came before him.
Is he tall? Yes. Is he fast? Yes. Is he powerful? Yes. Is he smart? Yes. You kind of check all these boxes. And so most people would just kind of rely on those talents. But what's unique about Jeremiah is he's got a tremendous work ethic. There's not a sprint that he doesn't win. And then the skill of playing the position, in and out of breaks, his blocking, the way he goes up and gets a ball.
Smith, touchdown Buckeyes!
It's this great combination of discipline and skill with talent.
There are just certain people that when you watch them, you think, I'm not gonna see this again. And I think so far he fits that description.
We've not had a player that's had that much LeBron-ish, like over-the-top fanfare. But I can't emphasize enough like how humble he is and how he goes about his business and how he handles it. If I could have my son act like anybody, it would be like him.
What I want people to remember about Jeremiah Smith is I want to have a name for myself. I want to leave a legacy behind. Just a humble kid. I want to strive to be the best at what he do.